Chapter 17, Summertime. Open up your Farmer Boy workbook to page 42. Page 42. Let's look at the reading notes at the top of the page. We have laid by. Laid by means set aside for future use. You've laid it aside. Okay, bridles, harness. That's gear fitted on a horse used to guide it during farm labor. So bridles, that's what they put on the horse to guide them while they're going down and plowing the fields. And then we have tan your jacket. Have you ever heard tan your jacket? Probably not, but maybe tan your hide. I don't know. That's a severe spanking, to be disciplined with a switch, which is a wooden branch, a little twig. Yeah. All right, let's do the vocabulary. They carefully made a little slit on the underside of the vine. Do you know what a slit is? That is a small cut. A slit is a small cut. Number 2, then he put a candle wick in the milk. Have you ever looked at a candle? The part that's on fire is the wick. That's what burns and doesn't burn up quickly. So it's a central cord that burns or draws fuel. A cord that burns fuel. You need a fuel to burn if you're going to burn something up. So that's the cord. That's the cord. It's the wick of the candle. Number 3, he wouldn't teach them to jump or balk. To balk is to stop short. To stop short and refuse to go on. You might have to write tiny. To stop short and refuse to go on. So this would be if there's an animal that refused to do what you want to do, they'd be like, no, and they would just be stubborn, refuse to go on. That's balking. Okay. Number 4, I did lay out to cultivate the carrots and mend the fence. Cultivate. Cultivate. To prepare. But there's another part. Let me make that a little more clear. To prepare or to tend. So if you're taking care of a plant, you're cultivating it. Hopefully you're cultivating your plants at home right now. Maybe separate those out some more. Pretty soon, after the snow stops, we'll have to plant them out and have them grow. And number 5, dimpling. Almanzo watched the raindrops dimpling the water. Dimpling means making dimples or making indentions. An indention is a dent. If it's dimpling the water, it's making indentions in the water. So if you're looking at a lake or a puddle and you see the little raindrops making those little marks, those little dents, that's dimpling. That's what they're talking about here. All right, you're going to read chapter 17, Summertime, by whatever means necessary. After you're done, I want you to come back and we're going to talk about the questions and write in some answers. All right, guys. Number 1, hope you like this chapter. Number 1, why does Almanzo try to eat so much? Why? Because he wants to eat all the food so he can grow up and be big. He hopes that Father's going to let him do what? Break the colts. That's right. That's his main goal, isn't it? Number 2, who's Starlight? Tell me, who's Starlight? That's Beauty's foal. That's her baby. What does Father say when Almanzo tries to touch Starlight? He says he'll be in trouble if he ever touches him again because he's afraid that what's going to happen? He's afraid Almanzo is going to spoil him and have to break bad habits, right? Number 3, why doesn't Almanzo ask his father about fishing? Thinks his dad's going to tell him what? Going to tell him that it's a waste of time, that he's wrong to waste time and idleness. And number 4, what does Almanzo have to do on rainy days? I want you to write this one in. On rainy days, what is his job? He has to churn milk. Does he like it? Why does he have to do this on rainy days? What about the girls? Well, it's normally their job, right? But they got tired of it. So they have to, on rainy days, he gets to help them with it because they're tired of it. And not only that, but the cows are giving so much milk, right? So they have to have extra time churning. Okay, so top of 43, quotations. I want you to write this in. It says, nothing ever smelled so good as the rain on Clover. Nothing ever felt so good as raindrops on Almanzo's face and the wet grass swishing around his legs. Nothing ever sounded so pleasant as the drops pattering on the bushes along Trout River and the rush of the water over the rocks. To what does this refer? What is this talking about? Do you remember? Father and Almanzo's fishing trip. Write that in, please. It's about the fishing trip. And then I want you on your own to do that last quotation, and then you're done with reading for today, and I'll see you tomorrow.